Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Play Vagrant Story. This is both a replay and my entry for Low Bias Monthly for January 2019, which was picked by Ragnats, who wanted us to play games of political intrigue. I've got a handful of those I can pick from, and I narrowed it down to two, and I asked a bunch of people for their opinions, and I didn't really get much response, so let's watch a little story. You can determine if this is politically intriguing or not. I will shut up and let it play. I forget how long that is, but I forget how good it is. Man, this game, ladies and gentlemen, is amazing. Let's start up a new game. Full disclosure, I am emulating this because it is a, believe it or not, it's a pain to record actual PlayStation hardware anymore. I will do my best not to talk during the cutscenes, but attempt to provide some information when they're over. Sorry, I forgot I had to progress the text. Okay, real quick. This whole section, this little introduction, because this is still introductory stuff, is optional. You don't have to do it. You can press start and skip all of this at any time. I'm doing it now just to get it out of the way for the first video, and we will pick up in the second video as if we know what is exactly going on. Real quick, we, Ashley Riot, are kind of like a super spy, infiltrator, undercover operative, secret agent, whatever you want to say. We are being sent in by our bosses, the VKP, to take care of this hostage situation that has gone out of hand. A religious cult led by this Sydney fellow has taken hostages here at the manor. They are demanding that the government release their followers and that the Pope, the Cardinal, the big religious leader in the area, abdicate and basically get out of power. The cardinal, our religious head, sent his knights in to deal with it without checking with anybody else first, and we have been sent in to see what's going on and to try and take care of the situation. Some people kind of in the shadows, literally, are concerned that some of their interests may not do well with all of this going on, so we are here to investigate. Find out what we can and take care of things. This is the battle system. It's very reminiscent of Parasite Eve. What we do, we can target different parts of this person here, and different parts will take different amounts of damage, be easier to hit, and do better with certain types of weapons. We will get more into that later. Up there at the top left, you see our health and magic and risk 0. Risk is something like battle fatigue. The higher it is, the easier you will be to hit and damage, the harder it will be for you to hit and damage a target. When you do hit, though, you will do significantly more damage. We also have conditions, we'll get into that in a little bit, where our legs will get tired, our arms will get tired, whatever, we have to take all of that into account as well. For now, our sphere of influence means we can hit this guy here just about anywhere we want. So looking down, pretty good chance to hit his legs and his torso. Head's generally a little harder to hit, but you'll do more damage if you hit him in the head. So I like to find a good balance. So we can do 45, 45, 53, 51, 44, and we got a 100% chance, so... Ooh, that's a crit. So, down there in the bottom left, you see that little blue and green symbol. You missed. That is our condition. Real quick, body's still the best. Blue is perfect, green is nearly perfect, yellow is watch out, red is oh no, you don't have legs. Now you can see our risk went up from there as well. More plot. Hope you're ready, the game has a lot of it. And it's so good. And welcome to the tutorial boss fight. So, unlike the humans we fought, you can see there in the bottom center of the screen, we have a single target, we have an edged physical weapon, and a dragon. This is a dragon. It's what is it? A wyvern, because it has no arms, but it has wings, so it's a wyvern. So, dragons have more health than people. They also have more defense and more attack than people. This one, thank goodness for us, has been through the ringer. You can see he's got a few arrows and stuff stuck in him. And has different targets. We can hit him in the neck if we want. Let's do that. They have special attacks like this. See, that hit us in multiple places because it's a multi-target attack. Pressing start puts us in first-person view where we can look around the room. Hi, dragon. That was that Sydney fellow. Shot him. Died. But he wasn't dead. This game is very much meant to take place in the real world, so that there is a dragon is incredibly strange and unusual. Actually supposed to take place in the same region, though at a very different time frame and universe, I suppose, as Final Fantasy Tactics. And the music's great. Unfortunately, Square Enix decided that they wanted to make a bunch of like Final Fantasy games set in this universe, and it just doesn't. I think 12 is supposed to be part of this, but it doesn't make sense. I think they just didn't want to come up with other names, so they used all these old established names and just changed anything they wanted to make it not make sense. I love this game so much. Okay, there we go. Quite an intro to a very, very cinematic game, and I think that's part of the reason I love it so much. It is what it does amazingly well, and I have not found anything that does it better. So, we talked about start. Let's just go to first person. We can look around, all that kind of stuff. Full 360 degrees. It's very, very nice. See that little symbol above the door there? Winery. Great. We can jump. We can enter battle mode, which you see there at the top right. It also makes the little box around the map turn red, and our little character avatar there at the bottom left take out his weapons as well. We have all this normal stuff, items. We can check our equipment. Here's what we got. We have weapons. If you look at the top left, you'll see that this one is a square, all the other icons are circles. This is what we can actually kind of sort of work with. This just lets us see what we have. We have that weapon, which is made up of that blade and that grip. So the short hilt plus the scimitar gives us the Fandango weapon. We don't have a shield. Here's our armor. One for each hand, head, body, feet, and an accessory. And gems, we don't have any, and just miscellaneous items that all do different things. Cures numbness, cures poisons, cures paralysis, lowers your risk, and restores some health. We'll be using a lot of these in the game. Coming to setup, we can assemble weapons, put gems on weapons, disassemble weapons, rename weapons, repair, and combine. And as you see down there in the bottom, these can only be used at a workshop. Status is just general status. There you go. This tells us our affinities. Very exciting. We have a map. It's a pretty good map. We have one whole room. Nothing that happened before now matters. Date is where we save and load. Options, normal options. Do we want a simple map? Yes or no. Do we want timing display? You notice that it says battle abilities. That'll be later. Weapon, armor status, cursor memory, information, puzzle mode, blah, 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 blah. Very exciting stuff. Score. There is a built-in score thing kind of in this game. We can get titles depending on accomplishments. So it's kind of a really early achievement setting. Encyclopedia, record time, and all that other stuff, and a quick manual built into the game as well, which is very handy. We have left and right buttons, move the camera, and we have shortcuts on the L2 button, which will be useful later. Each one of those will be assigned to something. So this is very, very handy, so you don't have to go and then that, and so on and so forth. Anything else I need to tell you before we can get started? Select zooms in and out. Quick story recap. Okay. We know about the hostages. We know about the cardinal sending in his knights. We know that the Duke was not there, but is believed to be the target of the attack by Sydney. The Duke is currently not with Sydney because he was somewhere else when all this happened. It is believed that while he was the target, that there might be more to the story, that they might actually be somehow, some way intertwined with their dealings, since the Duke apparently has all this great power. He was a war hero and could still perhaps be in control of Parliament. And Sydney and he could have had a falling out. Sydney has kidnapped the Duke's son Joshua, and as far as we know, Sydney has now kidnapped Agent Merlos, who helped us get in here. That's what I can tell you right now. That's all you need to know right now. I'm going to call this an episode, and we'll see you next time. Then we'll get more accomplished next time for sure. But, you know, good place to stop.